So, not really. I hate when I do videos like these because I never know how to start them. So it's just like, hey guys, webcam, yeah. Hello everyone. It's me and Eldus back with another personal vlog video. Yo, this one isn't as depressing or as dark as the last one. This is just a come to Jesus moment, I think, or something like that. Yeah, I never thought I would ever make one of these videos, mainly because, I think I'm gonna reveal some terrible parts of myself, but for those who've been here for like really OG, I was like conservative at one point, which was an awful time. Just so close-minded, and so some of my beliefs, unfortunately, were kind of homophobic and transphobic. Like, I was in this mindset, it's like I didn't care what you were or how you identified, but because I was always told about how like crazy trans people were and all that stuff, it was also something I just didn't really I've avoided. Thankfully, I've passed that mindset. Thankfully, I was like 17. So thankfully, I've grown far from that. And I think it's also because I always grew up conservative in a conservative Christian household because my stepdad unfortunately is very homophobic and transphobic, and my sister is kind of homophobic too. Just a lot of great stuff in my family. But without going into too much detail in my childhood, I was never really allowed to go through phases. I was never really allowed to fully express myself. I was never really allowed to do things that other kids would do to find out who they were, what they were, and things like that. And because of that, 24 years old, and I came to a moment a few months ago that I didn't really know who I was or what I was. There's like the beauty of this channel is that I have been able to express myself and do things I never thought I would be able to do, especially in the last few months with the voice acting, the filming for the VR series Beyond These Frontiers, be able to voice these different characters and just have fun with all these amazing people. It's just like so crazy to think that this is something I get to do. I mean, it's not something I can live off of, but the fact that I can just do it for fun, that still blows my mind. I still wake up every morning and sometimes just be like, I really have this many people that are willing to watch me. That is crazy to still think of sometimes. And, but the thing about that is one thing I've learned is when you act a lot, voice acting, theater and stuff, because I done theater when I was still going to college, is that you play a lot of these established characters. And it's so fun to do that, by the way. But the problem comes is when you go back to the real world and you realize that your own character, your own self, you don't really have that. You don't really know who or what you are. And I feel like in the last few months I've came to that moment because these characters I'm voicing, yes, I add a little bit of originality to them to make them a little bit my own and to fit the theme of this channel, but in the end, they have an already core established character of who and what they are. I didn't, and a lot of that does come, unfortunately, by the way I was raised and how homophobic my stepdad was. My adopted mother, she wasn't, but she never stopped it, because growing up, I was made fun of for acting gay or looking like a boy and sounding like a boy and stuff. And so I always had troubles with my identity. Like, I considered myself bi when I was 15, but I didn't come out until 17 because of the shit at in my home life. And now because the problem for me is that I never felt like just male or just female. I told my brother this, if I could be a little, physically be a little bit more masculine, get rid of the fucking boobs, because I hate boobs, but keep my hair and my voice, I would be happy. If only life could be, like a character creator, like in that front. And so I think that was the issue, is because I know what people will think. I know what my sister would think. I know we're in this generation where all these sexualities, these genders, it's so new, or it's still like starting to come out, that it does look weird on the outside. But I'm just at this point where I just want to know, or I want to be proud without, you know, all these people who will obviously think I'm crazy. You know, I don't want to think about that. I just want to be able to be myself and be proud of myself, whatever myself may be. And it's because of how I grew up. It's because of how they made me scared and like restricted me, that it's like they would make fun of me if I was like doing male stuff as a female, and then make fun of me if I looked too trans, because trans people are crazy. So and I think my issue is that I've never felt just male or just female. So I guess now I'm just gonna say it. I'm non-binary. For those who don't know, non-binary means you simply just don't identify as either male or female. What that means in your sexuality, I guess you just kind of choose which one you fit. Currently, I am dating a trans man who is amazing and has been very helpful during this process. But yeah, I'm non-binary. So I guess I go by any pronouns, because I don't feel just by one. I just kind of feel like in between. It's like I'm in the middle kind of thing. So yeah, if you think that's crazy, you don't like that, the whole, oh, she's gone woke and shit, you know where the unsubscribe button is. I don't want any homophobics, transphobic, or any negative people like that on my channel anyway. So you know what to do. And if you are able to accept me, I definitely appreciate it. And I hope that despite, I guess, this identity, this label, that you're still able to still see me as me and still keep supporting the channel, because it means a lot to me. And I do appreciate you guys created a space for me where I can be able to say stuff like this. So yeah. I also want to thank this person on Reddit, White Owl. I made a post kind of venting about all of this stuff, and they private messaged me and kind of helped me out with a lot of these different terms and identities, and so they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool for that. So yeah, this is my coming out video. I am now going on as non-binary. It's kind of nice to just say that. Yeah. Kind of funny, because when I told my brother I think I'm non-binary, he was like, well, I could have told you that. It's the worst secret kept next to you, like Sonic. So glad to know I have his back. So yeah, that's it. That's just literally it. I went through that long unnecessarily rant just to say I'm non-binary. So yeah, you like it? Thanks. You don't? Well, I don't care. This isn't a I didn't make this video to get validation from everyone else. I made it to validate myself, because I know myself. So that's it. Once again, I appreciate you guys for for supporting me all this time, and I hope that you guys will continue to support me. And also, hopefully that anyone who sees this video is like, it's okay to still be past 20 and still wondering who or what you are, and that you can find people that will support you. Even if you have parents, unfortunately, that won't, there are many people out there that will. So don't be afraid. It gets worse if you hide yourself. So, and I know for a fact that I am done hiding myself. So, this is me. It's funny because it's like, I want to say this is the new me, but it's not. It's always been me. Just now not being afraid to say that. Till next time.